Beneath the frozen calm of the world's oceans lies a forgotten graveyard. During the Cold War, while the world watched missiles and politics, a quieter and far more dangerous war was unfolding underwater. Submarines slipped silently through the depths, carrying nuclear weapons, secret orders, and crews who knew that if something went wrong, no one would hear them scream. Some of these submarines never returned, and the deeper we look, the more disturbing their disappearances become. Unlike surface ships, submarines operate in complete isolation. Once submerged, they rely on silence for survival. During the Cold War, this silence became a weapon. American and Soviet submarines stalked each other in the dark, tracking enemy movements while avoiding detection. Crews were trained to endure months without sunlight, knowing that a single mechanical failure could trap them forever beneath crushing pressure. In this environment, disaster did not always announce itself. A small fire, a faulty valve, or a split-second error could doom an entire submarine. But what makes Cold War submarine losses so unsettling is how often they vanished without explanation, and how much information was deliberately withheld. One of the most chilling patterns is the timing. Many submarines disappeared during routine patrols or training missions, not active combat. In theory, these should have been the safest operations, yet communication would suddenly stop, and the vessel would fail to surface. Search operations were launched quietly, often without public acknowledgement. When wrecks were eventually located, they were found thousands of feet below, imploded, twisted, and silent. The Cold War pushed submarine technology to its limits. Nations rushed to deploy faster, deeper diving nuclear submarines, sometimes before designs were fully tested. Crews became part of an unspoken experiment. Engineers later admitted that some systems were unreliable under extreme pressure, but during the Cold War, admitting flaws meant risking national prestige. Then there are the cases where wreckage doesn't tell a clear story. Some submarines show damage inconsistent with known accidents. Hull sections appear breached from the outside. Torpedo rooms show signs of internal explosions without confirmed causes. These details fueled rumors of secret underwater collisions between rival submarines. Encounters so dangerous that neither side wanted to admit they ever happened. Former naval officers have since confirmed that submarines frequently came dangerously close to one another in total silence, sometimes only meters apart. A sudden turn or sonar misread could be catastrophic. If two nuclear submarines collided, revealing it could escalate tensions toward war. Silence became the safer option. The ocean itself also played a role. Deep-sea currents can scatter debris across miles of seabed, making reconstruction of events nearly impossible. Extreme pressure destroys evidence. Black boxes were rare or non-existent. In many cases, investigators could only guess what happened based on fragments and sonar images. Families of lost sailors were often given carefully worded explanations. Phrases like probable mechanical failure or classified circumstances replaced real answers. Grief mixed with confusion. While official reports remain sealed for decades, even today, many documents remain restricted, raising the question, why does this secrecy still matter? Some experts believe these submarines were carrying missions far more dangerous than publicly acknowledged. Surveillance near enemy coastlines, tracking nuclear assets, or testing experimental technology. If something went wrong, the mission itself may have been too sensitive to reveal. Today, these submarines rest in permanent darkness, slowly corroding in the deep. Some still contain nuclear material, making them silent environmental risks. Others remain unfound, their locations known only to classified archives. The silent submarines of the Cold War are reminders of a time when survival depended on secrecy, and truth was often the first casualty. These were not just machines lost to the sea, but entire worlds of human lives, swallowed by pressure, darkness, and political fear. And perhaps the most unsettling thought of all is this: if these mysteries were hidden so successfully then, how many more remain undiscovered now, waiting in the depths for someone to finally listen? If you want to uncover more hidden military history and stories buried by time and secrecy, subscribe to this channel, because some mysteries don't need ghosts to haunt us. They just need silence.